Just firing as I went into the room. I just started firing.
In what direction?
In front of me.
What was in front of you?
My parents.
Hey, you guys. How are you? I'm sorry this is so late notice. We have like amazing breaking news. What's up, LFT?
Nothing. I was watching those.
Oh, hold on. I can't hear you.
No, please. It might be mine.
No, I think it's me. I turned it down for the music. Let me show you really quick. My ode to Eric. I have your glasses on.
No, don't try to out Ozeal me. No.
I can't Ozeal you. I can Abramson you all damn day.
Yeah, but that's been proven for years now, so it's nothing new.
That's because you put up with it, though. Voluntary. I think sometimes you even pay for it.
Hey, everyone.
Hi.
Unseen Thinkers. Frigidaire, Linda, Crazy,
Ava. Hi, Glenn. Unseen Thinkers. You guys go. We need to put his. I need to put his channel in. I know you like that song. That's cool. Annie, hi. Delana. I love you, Delana. I haven't gotten back to you, and I owe so many messages, you guys. I'm sorry. Hey, Wheel, what's going on, boss man? Pointer lover, so good to see you. Thank you for being here. Aussie, how are you?
Grandma Sherry.
Johnny. Oh my goodness gracious.
I was trying to think of what I said about when I learned about hard doxing and soft doxing. Grandma Sherry, what was it? Oh my God, it was such a good night. That's the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. Oh, Fraggle Docs. Fraggle Docs. That was
pretty crazy. So we were literally going through and listening to the trial. I was going through Lyle and Eric's recent habeas corpus, literally reading it right this second. And I happened to go on Facebook and did I shoot it down? No. Hang on a sec. And I read, as I'm reading this, Lyle Menendez put out a thing. They've had 45 days to respond to this habeas corpus. And
when was it? It was about, this is the one.
Second.
I thought it was May 3rd or something. Oh,
May 3rd, May 2nd. Okay. So Lyle, this is so weird how this just happened though. Like I literally, hang on one sec, I'm trying to pull it up.
I'm laughing because everything Carol freaking Claus, it cracks me up. Everything's in caps, the name. Rigid air, settle. Grab a
So
claw.
the habeas corpus was filed in May. Wow, good drink, huh?
No, I'm just
Pick 'em
growing
ups.
and get.
Oh, son of a
I'm
biscuit,
just
you're
growing
growing.
and getting bigger and bigger.
Okay, so Lyle's post, which is pretty damn exciting, you guys, because Lyle and Eric have zero chance right now. None, zero, less than zero. They will never get another shot. So this is it. Mark Garagos filed this, and we'll go through that. But Lyle just reported the court has issued a ruling on the habeas corpus that we filed. Instead of denying it outright, as they have done in the past, because they did in the past, instead of denying it, they granted us the right to proceed on evidentiary issues. The court ruled that the DA must submit an informal brief to respond to the habeas corpus and give their legal opinion on whether the evidence is in fact new and whether it would have made a difference in this trial. Jesus, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Whether it would have made a difference in this trial. Because there are over 100,000 pages, the DA will need to go through and ask for a granted long extension. Thereafter, the Menendez brothers get to reply again. So the timeline has gotten a lot longer for them. But a judge is finally going to look at this and include the information that was excluded in Menendez too. Well, I can't talk Menendez too. I think I'm excited.
No,
Menendez.
I did that. I did that too earlier. I haven't been able to say submersive, whatever it is, the Titanic thing, and then I haven't been able to say Menendez all day.
Menendez.
Menendez.
Welcome, Ellie. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you giving us a shot. We hope that you'll enjoy it here.
The LA magazine, the one I've sent you the clip and we can post it. They literally just posted their article about it, and it says what did they phrase it? The way the superior court judge wants answers. They said the superior court judge wants answers.
He does.
Yeah.
Because why?
I wonder what if I go look at it. Let's see how bad it.
Well, I was just gonna say. Okay, hold on.
Now the superior court judge wants answers about what was excluded from evidence, and I don't want to click it any further because I'm scared because I'm on my phone that it'll have to.
Why are they? Because they did not allow. I'm going to read you. There's a portion of the habeas corpus.
I hope they call Oziel to the stand.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Would that not be the best? Okay, let me.
Imagine how much he won't recall now.
Jesus, he's got a full case of Alzheimer's now.
Oh God, there's a spider.
On this, at the second trial, the court excluded substantial amounts of defense evidence, including the above described testimony from Diane Vandermolen, Peter Cano, Marianne Cano, Jessica Goldsmith. In addition, the court excluded evidence of an essay of Lyle, who wrote, I don't know if I want this in there, but his 1982 essay that said, "I will change your verdict," about a man put on death row for killing a man who had sexually molested his 12-year-old son. Yo!
Shut up. I just read that the other day. I found the essay. I will change your verdict one. He wrote it in 1982.
That's so cool. It did affect, you're absolutely correct. Even if it didn't, and that was the thing, it influenced the trial. It was major evidence that could have influenced the decision of the jury. And so I I want them to get a fair shot now. This is all I'm asking. They did a terrible thing. They own their terrible thing. They've paid 35 years, nearly 35 years, for
They
this.
haven't
I feel like they've been rehabilitated.
they haven't been reprimanded. Like they've
Mm-mm,
never been in significant trouble
mm-mm.
while in the Department of Corrections. They at least deserve the right for to sit in front of a parole board, in my
They
opinion.
do. They deserve the right to a fair trial, one that hasn't been excluded. Evidence been excluded.
Hey, Lori.
So, hi, Lori. I don't know. We were so excited that LFT was like, "You need to fire up Alive," and I was like, "Do we really? Really? We need to do a lot? Like, I'm having so much fun here." And I was like, "You're right. Like, this is big news."
Hmm.
Grouchy Mama Bear. I don't feel like they'd be a danger to others either, Grouchy Mama Bear, but that's an opinion. Right now, I have to look up the petition, but I think it was well over 300,000 people agreed with you that they didn't think he'd be, any of the two would be a threat at this point in time. Um, in other news, they've also helped a lot of people who've been on the inside. Again, I'm not excusing what they did by any stretch. Uh, they have to live with that decision that they made. It's a sucky one. You didn't make the right decision there, gentlemen. But I don't know if I were in their shoes, what my options would have been either at those ages.
Hmm.
Trying to keep all of the things in mind and be fair, be a fair thinker. But
Did we mention that last time? Is it or was that when we got off? That I was like, oh, the thing about because this is around that era when after what was it, Betty Broderick and stuff like the battered wife syndrome, and
yeah,
was that you and were we talking after the lab when I was like,
yeah,
too bad it wasn't the battered child syndrome. Like I wish almost that they could have kind of introduced that notion. Granted, it wasn't defined by this, I guess, board of psychology at that point, but I wonder if that would have made a difference instead of it being like trying to use the battered wife, like because that just got an eye roll from I think at least 46% of the population, and then but if that didn't work and the imperfect self defense worked, but now we have this whole thing of like the battered child syndrome. Too bad that wasn't around because I feel like that would have helped make their argument.
I agree. And Wheel makes a really good point, and we should look into this. A lot of women have
Have a
sentences
good night,
reduced.
Carol Claus.
Oh yeah, good night, Carol Close. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you. A lot of women have had their sentences reduced over DVA. I think that's interesting, and we might want to deep dive that a little bit and give some facts there. Shifty Fish, I miss you. I need to call you.
Yeah, so
Um,
it was Will's comment that prompted my like wait the DVA and then thinking about the battered child syndrome thing.
I'm just excited. First of all, it was weird as heck reading that 21 pages, and as I'm reading it, Lyle posts, "Oh my god, look at this," and I was like, "Hey, I was just reading that," and LFT was listening to her main squeeze, Dr. Oh shit Zeal, and taking notes. Oh, thank you.
I had read the hate not I started the other document the last night, but that's funny. The one from 2005, their last appeal.
Steffa, hi. I owe you a message. Oh, good gravy. There's so many people I need to talk to. Mm. That I have not spoken with.
Longer for them.
Oops. I don't need to hear me again. That's awful. What else do you want to cover? Hold on, let me make sure. There's
Just
nothing
that it,
new.
I don't know. We just thought this was kind of crazy in the midst of all nail biting news that we're waiting for word on.
I
It was
know.
crazy to get this right now.
Do you have that article you sent? Would you read it
Yeah,
or no?
um, I mean, I can. Let's see if this works. We're about to test the theory that you can't go to a different window on your phone. Well, let's see. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Theory tested. Well done.
Okay, so we're reading it from I copied and pasted it from my notes section. It says Judge William C. Ryan is demanding answers from the LA County District Attorney George Guess how do you say his name? Gascon about explosive evidence of sexual abuse of SA that kept the jury from just that that was kept from a jury deciding the fate of two California's most notorious killers, Eric and Lyle Menendez, at the brothers' 1996 retrial. The brothers have steadfastly maintained that they shot their father, Jose Menendez, and their mother, Kitty Menendez, to death in their Beverly Hills mansion on August 20th, 1989, in a desperate act of self defense after a lifetime of SA and physical abuse. Prosecutors argued against that theory, characterizing the approach as, in quotes, the abuse excuse, by insisting that the brothers were greedy, spoiled monsters who slaughtered their parents in cold blood and then went on a spending spree. Now the Superior Court judge wants answers about what was excluded from the jury. The judge issued an order Wednesday requiring the DA, whose office prosecuted the Menendez brothers in two different trials, with the first trial ending in a hung jury, explain whether his lawyers exercised due diligence in pursuing evidence that Father Jose was in fact abusive. The judge points to a letter uncovered by the Menendez uh, brothers' lawyers and written by Eric Menendez to his cousin 8 months before the sensational killings, detailing the horrific abuse. In quotes, I've been trying to avoid dad. It's still happening, Andy, but it's worse for me now. I can't explain it. He's so overweight that I can't stand to see him. I never know I never know when it's going to happen, and it's driving me crazy. Every night I stay up thinking he might come. Eric wrote in a chilling, hand-scrawled cry for help. I don't know if I'll make it through this. The recipient of the letter was Andrew Cano, who testified in the 1996 trial, but prosecutors called him a liar and continued to argue that the abuse never happened. The team would reportedly tell juries that Jose Menendez was not the kind of man, in quotes, that would abuse children, insisting he was, in quotes, not a violent or brutal man. The judge wants Gascon, how I'm brutalizing his name, wants him to explain how diligently his office dug into the claims of abuse or Jose Menendez's behavior at the time of the killings. Much of the evidence of abuse was excluded, the judge wrote in an order filed Wednesday. Now his office has 30 days to file a response. We received the court's order today, and the assigned DDA is in the process of reviewing all the case files and transcripts to specifically address the questions posed by the court. He told Los Angeles. The DA's office has not responded to the writ of habeas corpus filed by the Menendez brothers' lawyers Mark Garagos and Cliff Gardner in early May. The writ also detailed the claim of Roy Rosello Diaz, a former member of the iconic boy band Menudo, that Jose Menendez um, did some things that I'm not going to say out loud, but essayed him. Oh, I don't like that word. Right. Rosello told the producers of the Peacock documentary Menendez and Menudo that he shared a limousine with Menendez after a concert in New York City when he was 14 that took them to a mansion in New Jersey where he was given wine and then lost consciousness and woke up on his back in a hotel. You know, he was bleeding from the anus. He was in unbearable pain for a week. The judicial order is a stunning reversal of the fortune that moves the Menendez brothers' case closer to a possible retrial and their possible release after decades behind bars. End of LA or the LA Magazine article.
Yeah. It just I don't like that word.
I don't. I just
You
was
have a
like,
bridal
dang.
shower. Oh, you're making. Oh, how fun! I love
Well,
those. Those are. Oh, take a picture and put it up. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
that's so funny that you put it at midnight. Like that's something funny. That would be something I would be doing too.
Punksy and Shift. Now that is going to be so much fun. Shift happens in Punksy. I'm there for that chat. That is going to be so much fun. Two of my favorite peoples. So
Towel cake. I was reading.
those are
About
cool.
the crafting.
Those are really cool. I wanted prosecution should be searching for the truth, but they are adamant. I know. I'm really, really hoping that the evidence is seen,
Is well,
seen and heard.
and it's and it's reviewed, for lack of a better word, in an open freaking mind and taking into account all the other testimonies that went along with it in the first trial. But here's the kicker is that like you've got Andy Cano that they're calling a liar, but unfortunately he's no longer
He's no longer with us.
and he's a cousin. What no, yeah, he's a cousin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And when Lyle and Eric got the word of what had happened to him, what was it, years ago, that sadly they weren't surprised because they were like he carried so much guilt for not being able to do more apparently for them during the trial, I guess.
Oh shit! Is it midnight? Okay, it's midnight. It's the
Now
22nd.
we've got yeah, I know.
Ugh.
And we got what, like 8-ish hours?
Yes. Today is the anniversary of my dad, and I am thinking of him, and I'm thinking of my family, and all good things.
Of course.
But also, I'm thinking of pizza. Also thinking of pizza, Benjamin. And I'm also thinking of the people. It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's going to be fine. I've already had. We're going to celebrate. That's how we roll. He would be so mad if I didn't do that. So we're going to celebrate.
Cry on the inside like a winner.
The inside like a winner. Thank you, guys. It's real. I didn't say it to. It's not why I said it. It stunned me because I wasn't aware of the time, and
I was.
It's the day that I probably dread the most out of the year. But we're gonna do things positively. We're gonna have some laughs, and we're gonna do good things. We're gonna do good things, and we're gonna celebrate. Also, is there any news on our submersible?
Submersible. Thank you. That's I was like submersive. The word.
Submersive. Yes, submersible. Has anybody heard anything? I haven't honestly looked because we've been that's a truth. Any idea the time frame? Well, it's going to be a long time because it's over 100,000 pages. And we are in I'm sorry.
Can they file for an extension? Because it says they have 30 days to file a response. Well,
I think the way it's going to work is I think they're going to have to file an extension. I think that's what Lyle said. Also is the timeline got longer because they're going to have to file, the DA's got to go through this mess. And then Lyle and Eric have to respond or have the right to respond. They don't have to respond. You're stalking all the channels. Thank God. Okay. If something happens, let us know. Put it in the chat. I know.
Delana
In
says,
some
I've
group.
been obsessed. No more news. If you look to my like YouTube homepage right now, even if you refresh it 3 times, something either submersive or Titanic comes up.
I know. I know. The golf carts. I showed my husband your legend because I just love that little thing that you sent me. It was really cute. I love that, Delana. Golf carts. I know.
Golf
So
cart.
it's controlled by a PlayStation controller. Isn't that? Oh, okay. I
I
did
know.
see the WFLA. I know. That is the weirdest thing, Neil. That is the weirdest thing. We have been watching all day, like every 5 minutes, we're like, is there an update? Is there an update? Because I really, like I told LFT, I really want a miracle to happen. We need them as humanity right now. We just need a freaking miracle. And I feel like LFT said it a little while ago. She's like, it's going to happen in threes. We got Lyle's, um, update for Lyle and Eric, the Menendez.
We got, I'll assume the thing that came in for me like this afternoon, we'll count that as one.
Okay.
That's number
Yes.
two.
Yes. Yes. The thing that came in is number two.
Two, yeah.
And then
We need the third. Because I know they always say it happens in threes in a
it
negative way,
does. It
but
does. So
let's
we're
put it.
we're hoping that the Murphy submersible. I can't even talk. I've had nothing but water, but I am like so
Oh
out
wait,
of my I can't
wait a
believe
minute. Isn't he some? Wait, who's on board? That's like a direct descendant of two signers of like the Declaration of Independence. And did y'all hear that the other day? Is
no.
that Stockton as well? Someone is like a direct descendant of two. I'm either lying out of my backside right now more than I ever have in my life, or I swear to God, I heard it when I was on the way to Old Navy the other day. More money than sense.
That's the truth. Wendy was a great great granddaughter of a time. Oh my gosh, did you
Submersible.
see this? Look at
Yeah,
Lena.
yeah.
That's
That's what I was
crazy.
making me think because I was like, wait, is Stockton also the one that is the direct descendant of the two
I'm
signers of the
laughing at Glenjamin. He's like, duh, idiot. Submersible. I love when he does that. Oh, thanks,
um
Shifty. I appreciate you so much. I really do.
okay. So she is the great great granddaughter of the retailing magnate Isidore Strauss and his wife Ida. Dang.
That is a tuna can with a I mean, I'm appalled. I'm absolutely appalled that these people signed off on a waiver to be like, yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope, it doesn't. There's nothing good about that.
What did I say when I first saw it? I was like, Ship would be like, would you swallow this?
She did say that. She was like, oh my God, it's the pill from Shift Happens. Would you swallow this? I was like, you're right, it is. It really is. Um, so anywho, the Menendez breaking news is a judge is or
A
the
judge.
DA is going to go through the habeas corpus for the Menendez brothers, and they're oh my God, what is freaking wrong with me?
Breaking news: like a judge ruled for the first time in eons in favor of something proposed by the defense, or the petitioners, aka Lau and Eric Menendez.
Is it
Dude,
real? It's only 21 feet long. That's crazy.
you know,
You should have gone to the game, Chris.
hey Dookie shoes.
Dookie shoes.
I'm not going. Like
Hell no.
I.
Somebody did a um somebody did a thing on WFLA. Would you go to space? You had to pick one. Would you go to space or would you go to the bottom of the ocean? Neither. I don't have to pick one.
No, no, no. The question was if you. No, you have to pick one: space or underwater space.
What are my odds? See, I knew
I,
Glenjamin
I
would
think we.
say that because
I think
he's like really sciencey and smart and like scientific. I say space too. Space would be definitely my answer. Um, yes. Thank you. So done with
yes.
it. Thank you for hell yeah. See that is
See,
not doing it. Not picking. Nope, my
see,
feet
and I
shall stay firmly on soiled ground. My head should stay above the water. What happens under the water is not my business. What happens in outer space, again, not my business.
if I have
I'll
to put a
just,
helmet on, if it requires oxygen other than what's available around me without an apparatus, I'd rather stay where I am. But I want to say, I feel like I would say underwater.
would you really?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I'm definitely a go to space versus the underwater. Mm-mm.
Because I just
I'm closer to
everything
heaven
I've
that way.
well, because I want to enjoy my like I want it to be like a freaking escalator ride all the way up, so I can screw with people on my way up like that. So by the time I hit the world again, that's like my purgatory where I get to like haunt people and stuff, and then continue my ascent.
I,
Um, I don't
I
know.
can't imagine. And these poor people, like, I just cannot. I can't imagine what their families are going through right now. I cannot imagine. We were 50 miles from Cape Canaveral when I saw the show. Oh, I remember. Oh my
See,
gosh.
that's what I don't want to see. That it's the like I
I
know a
remember that vividly.
the explosion and stuff like that. Like that's what
Mhm.
I don't want to fall from the sky like that. If something's gonna explode or start a fire, I want it to be underwater and me not even know that would happen.
All right. So Done With It makes a very valid point here and says, imagine if our ancestors never took risks. We'd have no electricity and no airplanes. Oh, lava shark or space shark? Space shark. Lava shark is terrifying, Shift. Lava shark is frightening. I see that thing in my nightmares. You worked on a satellite on that flight? Are you kidding? Oh my goodness, I'd love to hear that. Oh my God. Did you work for NASA?
You are you
Are
from
you
Houston?
are you allowed to even tell us these things? I know. I was in school too. It was awful. And I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but like they brought in the big TVs and all the things. Like all the kids had to watch it because of what was her name? Christy McCullough. Wow, did I do
The
that?
with the curly hair, the one team.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
but didn't they have like certain things? Didn't they kind of push like something wasn't quite right, whether something wise or something with one of the bolts on that ship on that craft as well. But they were like, no, we got to do it. We've been waiting, and they went ahead and did it. And I think that's the same thing that happened kind of with not. They're just both
Right.
horribly tragic. Like it's not like they didn't plan and didn't do safety things beforehand. I'm not saying that they were just like, oh fuck it, we're going up. Like no, but
Yeah.
still,
I can see her face too. I can't believe I remembered her name. That's so bizarre. But yeah, that was oh, what a horrible thing. And I'm so afraid. Seeing that small controller they use this up, I know.
yes, the O-rings will be. Thank you.
Yes. Did you
Hmm.
really? I shipped us the best stories. I wanted Christy McCall. Oh my God.
Yes, it
Did
was too
you
cold.
really?
I knew there was something like that.
It was
And
too
then
cold for
people
the
were,
O-rings. They
mm-hmm,
contracted and didn't form. Oh.
mm-hmm. And
Okay.
then that's what they were saying about this. I know this submersive, look at that, had a few, you know, hitches and they're
Oh,
giddy up every time. But this time, like, I think some of they went like a week or two before, I think, the weather that, like, you know, how you have that one window when you can go do that kind of stuff. They were like a week or so early in the process. And some people are a little surprised that they went when they did. I don't know. Oh. Oh, that was it.
Mama. That shit ain't right. That's not right. That's just not right. Do you remember the movie? Hold on. Oh man, laid the bed together. Where did it come and go?
That's supposed to be okay. So that's the tribute to the great great grandparents. I
Oh,
got it. I do remember that actually. He had a like white hair and maybe a mustache. It was white. Kate,
Kate.
I hope you're feeling
Hi.
better, Kate.
I know. He's still mad he didn't share the floating door with David too. Amen. Kate, I hope you're doing well. We miss you so much.
I can't imagine losing.
Uh-uh.
I can't
Nope.
imagine being on those.
Then again, I mean, if the option comes up and they're like, listen, by the way, there's this really cool thing. We can take you down to the Titanic. You have to pay. Oh, that reminds me, Shift. That reminds me. Thank you. You have to pay you have to pay me $250,000 to take you there. And oh, by the way, you may not survive. But come on along. Let's oh, by the way, did you see my cool remote? Yeah, I borrowed it from your son. No, there's no.
But they had extra ones and batteries on board. But it's the
All
same
right,
waiver
do
that.
fine. I agree, Wheel.
But I envisioned it like. But some people are right. Like, how many times do we sign those kind of waivers? I don't know. Has anyone ever done like the human slingshot at the beach? Something. Remember when that first came out? We all just signed. I did it, signed the waiver, but I was like, I mean, knock on wood, it turned out okay. But I feel like to a degree, I think that I do agree that everyone that did it though, except for maybe the 19-year-old, because I don't think that's very fair at his age. But I think everyone else was very much aware of what.
You should have gone to the game, Chris. Hell no. Have y'all seen Parker lately? Oh, no, but I can message her. I will message her. I know that she's been really busy with her kids in school and stuff like that. Your legend
like
is about to jump out of okay, just because he has the name doesn't mean we do not need to. Good gravy. Okay.
I just like.
I hope
look at Dookie Shoe's comment.
I know, me too. Damn straight, me too. Okay, Kate, before I forget though, I have to tell you, you have to do another lizard fashion show because my girl Shifty missed the first go around and she has been dying to see your lizards in their high fashion ensembles. So we need to do that again. There has to be a new lizard fashion show from Kate. You jumped out of an airplane. Why would you do that? Was it firmly on the ground? That seems like my only like plane stopped. Teal jumped then. No. I don't like heights. So that would be a no for me. He's becoming a legend. Kate's lizards are the bomb, aren't they? Wait.
She posted a lot of pictures. There are a lot on the community.
Oh yeah, we need actually, okay, look. See, Shift, she didn't do it. It was my mistake. My words were incorrect. Intentionally not invited. Nope. Nope. She didn't do the lizard fashion show, so we need that. We need that done because that is hilarious. By the way, if you've not seen a lizard in a hat or in full costume, you are missing out. Kate's lizards are amazing to allow her to do this. Hold on, let me take that down now. Save.
What?
I'm trying to stop the screen share because we don't need. Yeah, it might be my fault, Shifty. It might be me. At 105 naturally in my sleep. Okay, nothing like demanding. Yeah, I want my student to say your lies. Well, you already have the best internet name. You've already got that down. So now we need to add Dookie Shoes. Your first name is, you should have gone to the game, Chris. Last name, Dookie Shoes.
Who is friends with Bryce and Tanner. BFS with loves pancakes, 48 hours, bikes, and Bryce and Tanner.
I know. See, now, Shifty, I'm gonna have to publicly apologize because I may have messed up. But there is a chance that you will see a fashion show full of lizards and cool clothing. I do like the plan of dying at 105 naturally in your sleep. That is the best. That's hilarious.
What were some of those things we saw where it's like the tombstone? I think when Crazy Mama that year that she was doing it for the party, I was like, I go put on one, he did it, and have an arrow pointing the other direction, and then the one that says like, "Ow,
ow!"
Like,
I remember that
yeah.
slander again with the slander.
I like experience that don't take, essentially don't require signing a waiver. But then, is it really a true experience?
Yes, it is.
An adventure.
Yes, it is. I don't know. Did the oh.
I told you I was sick. I told you I was sick. Shut the front door. Is it really? What?
You know
what?
I think you should.
What is that thing about the GPS when it's like on your way to he's like, someone was like, I want everyone to have to use their GPS on the way like to the funeral, so it says you've reached your final destination. Whatever it is, like when they arrive.
ETA.
Yeah.
Hi, S. Hackett. Welcome in. Nice to see you.
Google
it. Okay, we're Googling.
I've never thought to look at.
Whose side are you on anyway, Glenjamin? Pick a side. I know whose side. You're going to go on Shifty's side. I already know. Shift simp.
I want to get to that.
I'm a shift simp, but that's okay.
Where you can just say anything and everyone just kind of looks and you're like, just sorry, they're really old. Like, I just want to get to that point.
The winning side. I know. All right, y'all. Well, I hope everyone has a great day now that it's the 22nd. I didn't expect that. They're similar. I need to look these up. I think that'd be funny as hell to read some of those. If you have a sense of humor at that point, I mean, I'm all for it. Game on. Why be somber? You're not even there. I don't understand. You're not even there. Oh, Jelena, I love when you write that. Thank you. Thank you very much to our mods for coming in on a very unexpected live. We were super excited. Just for the news, when you're working on something and literally in the middle of it and you see something somewhat positive, I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but at least it's somewhat positive. I
think when you told me, I was like, I hope Oziel has to testify.
That's exactly what I hope Oziel has to testify. It's not going to be as much fun because Leslie Abramson isn't going to be there.
I hope she's in the gallery.
Well, you know she'll be in the gallery. Oh, Shifty, thank you. I will talk to you later, Shifty. I saw that. Grouchy Mama Bear, thanks for being here so that we could share the news with you. And we will be back with more news, hopefully positive, but we're still, like I said, we're still looking at things. Darnell even now have to go back to frantically checking Ocean Gate Upstate. That's what we're doing.
Oh my God, wait a minute. Did anyone else, so it's on YouTube, I never watched James Cameron do his little, how do I pronounce it?
Oh yeah, do you want to put that link in the chat?
Y'all go watch it, because let me tell you, his thing, and he went even deeper than the Titanic. And he had communication the whole freaking way down to 36,000, because he passed, like when they passed the Titanic level, he's like, sweet, I'm almost halfway there. but he had communication the entire time. It's what was it called? I sent it to you. I watched
Um,
that last night as I fell
I
asleep.
don't know. I'm
It
looking
was
up to
pretty
see if
crazy.
anything.
And that's where he got, because they started out in Australia, and then wherever they were headed to, they passed over somewhere, I think in New Guinea, which is where he got the inspiration for Avatar. So clearly everything worked out for him in his endeavors. But it was really interesting to see. Got lost. He was lost for 16 hours down there? My
Mm-hmm.
God. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of leave that part out, but they put in some other like issues that they had along the way. But it was really interesting just to see it, and I'm assuming it's on free. I don't know. It popped up. It came up for free. And Kate, it's the same way for me. Everything I've been watching, seriously, it's like Titanic or a submarine thing. No matter how many times you refresh, there's nothing about bullshit. There's nothing about like Menendez is like you got to scroll for it.
Mm, I know. I'm afraid to read the news in the morning. Me too. And the other one,
Hmm?
I'm just reading.
He used a deep sea challenger. Yes, that's the one.
It is. It's very
I,
consuming. Oh, it's on Disney
that's
Plus. Okay.
okay, and that's why I was saying, okay, if they are gone, I hope it was quick. Now that's in my head. I'm hoping that too, because if that whatever that
Mhm.
banging sound is, if that's actually them or not, I don't know,
Oh,
but that breaks my heart even more.
I know. Just find them, please, dear God. Please, please, please find them. Um, I hope you guys have a very good rest of your evening and a great day tomorrow. We or today, whatever time it is where you are. Um,
If y'all have a
thank
good nap before you
good
have
night.
to get
Thanks
up
for
and get
joining
going.
us last minute. And thank you for your support. And we will talk to you later on. Have a
Y'all
good
have a
night,
good
y'all.
night. Bye.